What's up, guys? It's Kase, and welcome to the first episode of the Case in Point podcast, where we talk movies, Marvel, TV shows, and games. And as always, I'm your host going forward, Kase, and I'll be bringing on a special guest every episode. This episode, I've got a good friend of mine, Euan Howcroft, and he's a content designer and all things manner of best friend, really. And he's also the co-host for his own podcast, Porridge in the Afternoon, which you can go and check out on Spotify.
Plug straight
Absolutely.
From the get-go.
You can check him out on with Ben on podcast on YouTube. And iTunes, I'd assume? Is
and
that a thing? Spotify? Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, if you want to introduce yourself, let the people know who you are.
Yeah, I feel like you've done a pretty good job already. I'm Howi, used to be graphic designer. I'm now content creator, in a sense. More just because I feel like it's too limiting in the world. Everyone makes content these days. You know, everyone wants to be a graphic designer these days. So when I say it, I sound like I'm a poncy little boy, but I'm actually 10 years in. So here I am with nothing to show.
Not true. You created the Bulldog logo.
I created the Bulldog skincare logo, yeah. I created the sister company, Dare to Be, which you can see in any Go Outdoors.
See, these are really good things to have as a. I always point out the Bulldog logo to people.
Yeah,
so
I always point it out because it's my one victory in life.
That you didn't
Apart
get paid
from being
for.
friends with KaseTriedAgain, the famous streamer. But yeah, that's pretty much me. We met at work, didn't we?
You did,
and
yeah.
We've become friends ever since. I haven't been able to shake you, so here we are. I'm now on your podcast. As first guest as well. What an honor.
First one? That's crazy. It's only because I don't have a co-host every week.
Yeah.
But I thought we'd try this out.
True.
You've inspired me.
Yeah, no, it's good. And I feel like you've got the voice for it. You've got the voice for a radio case.
I used to have a voice on radio. That's the thing. I was on the radio very, very long time ago. Yeah, that's bringing up.
Would you ever do that again?
No.
No. Okay, fair
That's
enough.
why I'm doing
Right.
this. I'm doing it.
Yeah, this is better anyway. You get to pick the guests and
Yeah.
you don't have to tell people the traffic.
Or pay for licensing for music.
Or pay for licensing for music. What's that? I can't remember what's it called. PLR?
I don't know. Just give money to Sony.
Yeah, it's always Sony as well.
They own. I think they own 85% of all music rights in the world or something. I could be talking out my ass, but I'm pretty sure they do.
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's crazy. They own a
It's
lot. They own a lot
always
of anime too. It's mental.
Yeah, well, they're Japanese, aren't they? So.
Well, they own Crunchyroll, and then they bought Funimation out. So.
Oh, do they? Do they own Crunchyroll? I didn't know they owned Crunchyroll.
I'm pretty sure it's a Sony property. Yeah.
Okay. So, what's this podcast about, Case? What are we talking about?
Typically, we're going to talk about video games. I like to pose the question of what are some of your favorite video games, because everyone's got a different favorite, and it always brings either an opinion on that for someone else who's played it, or just the passion of why it's said person's favorite game. It always brings up a good general discussion about said games. We'll also talk about maybe some films that you're excited for. I like to play a lot of little Marvel and quiz type games with you in our private lives. I've actually found a new one. It's not
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not like Wordle or anything. We've started playing that Marvel Duel, which is fucking addictive. But there's a new idea that I wanted to present to you. We'll see what you think and see if we can try that out. And then maybe talk about the things that you're looking forward to in films and TV and stuff in the future that's coming up. We're not even a full month into 2026 yet, and we've already got a ton of stuff lined up for this year, which is crazy. Even in video games too, the big cloud that is GTA, which is ever looming over every other release. But I could talk about doing an entire episode on GTA, but we're not going to. So. But you know
GTA will be a good game. But we'll go into my favourite games.
Absolutely.
Right. Obviously, I don't want to talk about it, but Red Dead 2 is up there.
It's a masterpiece. It's one of my
too
top
obvious
two.
of a game.
Yeah.
Right. But I think my take the take that not many people have is that Uncharted as a series is a chef's kiss game series. I'm telling you, right? Uncharted has a great story, a great character. I think I fell in love with Nathan Drake because I think he kind of looked a little bit like me, or like he was just a brunette, handsome man, and I wanted to be Nathan Drake. If I could play any game and be that character, I think it would be Nathan Drake, just because he's Lara Croft, but he has abs. So,
So does Lara.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point, actually.
But he is voiced by Nolan.
Still want to be Nathan.
He is voiced by Nolan North though, and that's always a catch. So
that's always a catch. And the
him.
story's always great. The combat in the game is phenomenal to me because I love stealth, and it's that mix between shooting and being stealthy and sneaking around. It was my first glance at like kind of like a Last of Us type gameplay. So I feel like Last of Us people love. But like before Last of Us, we had Uncharted. And sneaking around, crawling around, jumping on people's backs and putting them to sleep without anyone knowing. If I can't get it out of Hitman, I'm getting it out of Uncharted.
I feel like they used a lot of games around that time. You had loads of like big things coming out that were like mainstream at the time and like big hits. You had your Call of Duty franchise that was pretty much taken off at that point. You had like Gears that was well established on the Xbox brand. So I feel like just before Last of Us hit, we got the Uncharted series out of Sony, and again Naughty Dog. They were known for making Crash Bandicoot before this. Like. Yeah. It's a huge franchise. Like again, Uncharted 4, a little controversial, but I feel like Uncharted 4 is the best one for me in the series. But I strongly agree with the people who say Uncharted 2 is also really good. I played the entire series multiple times, apart from the first one. I never finished the first one because I feel like it's got that old school jank to it and buggy.
Yeah.
But I know the story well enough. I even played the Vita game. Was it Golden Abyss on the Vita? That was good too.
Yeah. That was a good one.
One of the best games on the Vita, I feel. And again, Drake is such a great character too. Like, again, voiced by Nolan North. I think he's voiced probably at least two of my favorite characters. Like, he did Cade 6 in Destiny originally, and he's phenomenal. No, that is wrong. He does Cade 6 now. It was Nathan Fillion originally, but he's a busy man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then when in Destiny, in the first Destiny, I'm talking the first year of Destiny 1, the Ghost was voiced by Peter Dinklage. But he sounded very sedated and sleepy and like he couldn't be bothered. And later on, they redid all of the voice lines and then continued on with Nolan North. So Nolan North is the Ghost in Destiny. So you hear him everywhere. He's in a lot of, I think he's been in like a lot of animated shows as well. I think he was in Rick and Morty at one point. I was like, that's Nolan North. And as a good shout, and probably one of the best parts of the entire movie, he's in the Uncharted film as a cameo.
Oh, is he?
He is.
Okay,
so have you seen the Uncharted movie?
It's very bad of me. No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, surprisingly a good watch. Mark Wahlberg, just Mark Wahlberg's. He does in everything.
Yeah.
Tom Holland as Drake was all right. If you think of it as like an early young Drake movie, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
My only gripe is that he never fires he fires like a gun once in the entire movie. Like Drake's known for shooting the fuck out of people. It's not, but as like a one-off type, like puzzling mystery architectural movie, great, really good film. They do a lot of the stuff from the games, like falling out of the airplane and having fights on the way down and stuff, and that's cool. But no, Nathan Nolan North, the original voice, is in the film for about 10 to 15 seconds, and he makes a joke, and it's like, that's funny. But yeah, I'd recommend it. It's a good watch.
I'll give it a watch then. I feel like whenever I looked at it, I didn't want it to ruin the story for me. Like, because I do really like the story. I cried at the story of Uncharted.
Same.
But it was because I played Uncharted 3 and I stopped playing it. It's really pathetic. I stopped playing it because I thought Sully died.
Yeah, no,
and he
yeah,
doesn't.
no, he doesn't. He can't kill off
He
someone.
doesn't. Like right near the end, they trick you into thinking he dies, and I stopped playing it for probably about a week. Carried on playing it, and then realized that he didn't die. So I lost a week of my life playing
He
my
was fine
favorite
all
game.
along.
But like the story's great, and like the combat's great, and the graphics are good as well. But did you ever play it online?
I did. I played 4 on. Was it 4? Yeah, I played 4 online when it came out.
Yeah, 4's still
It's
online.
wacky.
I played, yeah, I played 3 online, and I had such a great time. 3, like just using that combat online still was like such a little thrilling experience. Did you play Tomb Raider online as well? That was really
The
janky.
definitive
But
2013 one, yeah, that had it online. Yeah, I played that a little bit. That wasn't as good though. But they were copying each other at the time. That's
yeah, it was the slide in, and they had arena survival,
the
which was
grappling
like
in 4
zombies.
as well in multiplayer was crazy.
Yes,
They
yeah, exactly,
added all the elements.
exactly. But yeah, I think that's one of my favorite games of all time.
Did it?
Controversial second favorite.
Oh, sorry.
Go on.
While we're still on Uncharted, remind me, in multiplayer for Uncharted 3, 4, did it have like a Counter-Strike element where you had to buy weapons with money at the start?
They had a kill streak game mode.
Oh.
So they had team deathmatch, like a kill streak game mode, and they had like waves.
Right, okay, yes. It was good. And I like, even when they finished the story with Drake and, is it Elena? Yelena?
Not yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. They ended up finishing Drake's story, but then they did a spin-off with Chloe and Sam and that, and that was really good too. Like, and Chloe was a great character from like the second one onwards. So I'd like to that.
Oh, he is a very good. That's it as well. I really was attracted to all the females in the game.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was a teenage boy playing these games, and the graphics were good enough for me to be like, oh, she's nice to look at.
It was the first
all
series
those pixels are really doing me.
I went to play after I bought a PS3, one of the big original fat ones. I bought a second-hand PS3 ready for The Last of Us. Like, they announced The Last of Us, I was like, that's the kind of game I want, but I can only play it on the PlayStation. Bought a second-hand PS3, and I instantly went and bought Uncharted and God of War, because I'd never played them. And they were the ones I wanted to try first. I'd heard so much about Uncharted at the time. I think Uncharted 3 had just come out at that time. And I had such a good time until the PlayStation overheated and died shortly after The Last of Us came out. So
all the fat ones
I think I had it 6 months.
All the fat ones did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I went through like 4 PS3s.
Yeah.
And 3 of them were fat. My friend still has a fat one to this day that still works.
Is it even more so?
And it's like a relic.
There's a fat one, and then there's the original fat one had PS2 backwards compatibility as well. So there's 2 versions.
That might be the one I'm talking about. So did it have the flick up part with the USBs in?
I think they all did.
How did they?
I think it's the model number that gives away whether it's a PS2 compatible one or not. I can't remember. From back in my time working in a second-hand game shop, I think that's the give out, but I don't know. Anyway, you said you were going into another game.
Right, yeah. I want to take back my words. I was going to call it my second favourite game. I do not want to call it my second favourite game. I want to call it an honourable mention.
An honourable mention.
It's my little filthy pleasure, right? Little Big Planet.
You have mentioned Little Big Planet to me before, yeah. So I'd never really
Little
played
Big
it.
Planet.
So this is all you.
Oh, yeah, this is all that I don't write. The story was shit. There's no story about it at all. But the creativity behind it all, it's level creating to the max. It had like elements. I think this like sparked my little creative brain. I think I became a graphic designer because I could make skins in Little Big Planet. I could create my character however I want. You've got to understand that I could paint my own skin in a game. I can't do that to this day. I have an Xbox. There's an Xbox, there's a PlayStation in my house, and there is no games where I can paint my skin to the absolute limits and change my body type. I could change what clothes I was wearing, and I can slap my friends. Who doesn't want to do that in a game?
That's fair. I think the only knowledge I have of that series is the E3 demos when they were bringing a new one out. Didn't the fourth one have like flying and stuff, like a flying sack boy thing? I don't know. It's a level. It's a level creator, isn't it? Mostly, you create your own levels. It's a platformer.
It's a platformer, but you can like take the steps back, whatever that's called. You know, where there's like different lanes almost.
Oh, it's like a 2. Yeah, I get you. Like a 2.5D.
Yeah.
Like lane. Yeah.
Yeah. So you could create that. It was such a good game, but like people made it their own. Like there was like natural disaster survival where you like had to like run away from a tsunami. But like, how do you make that in a game these days? And this, like, again, just I really want to home in on the fact that you could slap your mates. It's so small, but like when you're playing COD, when you're playing GTA, you're killing your friends, and then they have to respawn, and it gets a bit annoying. The fact that you could just be in a game and slap someone and they don't die, it's just a nuisance, is peak childhood to me. That's like what I think about in my life. Slapping people in Little Big Planet and knocking someone to the floor in Red Dead 1. Because you could never kill with your fists in Red Dead 1. And I think they should bring that back. I honestly think that was the best part of Red Dead Online.
Could you not kill
the fact that you could fist fight, you could melee, but they never died. They only just got knocked out. They ragdolled. That's it.
I do remember just using the lasso on people while you were on a horse.
Yeah.
And they couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah, that'll kill people if you're doing stuff. But because I'm moving on to Red Dead 1, also a goated game. Little Big Planet, I've parked it. Red Dead 1, you could fist fight, and we used to fist fight on top of, is it Ridgewood Farm?
I can't remember. I'm more in tune with the second one. But
not even
well, there was a part. So.
I weren't really a fan of Red Dead 2 online.
I think I played Red Dead 1 online mostly for the poker.
Yeah, see, the little things in there.
Has the best poker simulation in a game I've ever played. Like, there's no other game's done just sitting down and playing Texas Hold'em so well than Red Dead 1 and 2.
Well, 100%.
It's better than actual dedicated poker games. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's like playing Gwent in Witcher. Like, people go on Witcher just to play Gwent. Yeah. And like, with Red Dead 1 and 2, it's Texas Hold'em. 100%. I really hope that they bring fist fighting into GTA 6 where you can just knock them down. It's so realistic. I love it. It's so small. But it's just fun.
I have a feeling GTA
like
is
fighting on top of a roof and your mate just going down like a sack of potatoes is unbelievable. Like it's more embarrassing than dying. I'm telling you. As soon as my character lost his legs, I was nearly in tears, throwing my mic across the room.
I think the only vivid memories I have of Red Dead 1 online was that you start on a donkey, you don't have a horse when you when you start the game and you're like level 1. You have to work your way up to buying a horse. And playing with an old friend of mine called A Crazy Shooter, who's one of my best friends from Ireland at the time. And we used to have competitions to see how far you could headshot someone with a tomahawk.
Okay.
Because that was an insta-kill, but it was really satisfying because of the ragdoll and you could see it. Like, it was really fun.
Yeah.
That's all I remember. And doing, you can do like little posses. You can have like up to 8 or 9 or 12 people in a posse or whatever. And you could go and do just the normal free roam events and levels. That was cool, like gang hideouts and stuff.
As a group.
Yeah. That was cool.
Me and my friends used to split into factions. So that and we said we owned plots of land. So whenever you rode into certain areas, you're like, what are you doing in my land? Like, what are you wanting? And that's when we'd start fist fighting.
That's great. See, everyone's got memories of all these different games online. Like, I didn't really play much of it, but to you, that game's that's
that game's goated to me. Yeah. that game, it's the role playing of being like a child and not being able to do much online. So you make your own fun. So obviously we did the fist fighting, but we also took our knives and we went cougar hunting.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to use guns, just the knife.
So you just chase
So
him.
we're up at like the shack. Yeah, we're just dying all the time basically. But as a child, that was quite fun.
Yeah.
And like picking the same like skins. So like if you're all like homeless people, you're all like ragged and you all pick like a certain group of people. So then you all look like a clan. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. And I think it's better than like, yeah, I kind of get jealous of the people who play like GTA role playing because like that's what I did as a child.
Yeah.
And I just don't have the facilities to do that, big man.
I've had actual experience of GTA 5 RP.
Yeah.
It's very, when you're first starting out and you don't really know fully what you're doing, it's very anxiety inducing. You're so scared to talk because you got to be in that character. Although I do like, there's like I wouldn't say like an unspoken rule, because if you're not in GTA, you can still talk about it with people in Discord and Reddit. But just people are so into ingraining the GTA online experience as like a second life that if you don't know what the button is to open a car door, for example, instead of saying what button is it to open a car door, if you said that, you'd be kicked out of the server. You say, I've forgotten how to open doors, and someone might come up and respond saying, flex your E muscle, as in press the E key.
Right.
That's how in-depth it is. And I was so fascinated by that element of it that people would just try and word it so that it's like actually part of your character's body as a function, which is crazy to me. Like, the GTA RP, there's a rumor that they're trying to implement GTA 6 and RP as like part of the actual game, which would be very cool. They've been working with a lot of RP communities to get that something along that lines right for online. But I don't know how in depth it's going to be. That would be cool.
Where do you think like online RPing came from? Like what do you reckon originated it?
Do you know what? I reckon Red Dead might have been a part of that. Because
I think so.
Yeah, Red Dead 2 RP is a thing as well.
I've seen Red Dead 2 RP, yeah.
I know it was all a big YouTube thing originally. A lot of things stem from YouTube nowadays, but like, I feel like that was a big thing because it's just a community that wanted to be cops and robbers and stuff, you know. Like, and GTA is the one game that allows you to do that to a certain simulation degree.
Yeah.
So and then obviously coding and stuff like GTA. I remember when GTA first got broken to mod on PC. And Rockstar was so against it, I feel like they were banning people for even just modding single player. They didn't want you to mod their license, which was crazy. I remember those days where people were like, I have to use a second account just to mod GTA in case it gets taken down. YouTube were having trouble with that because I used to watch a lot of YouTube content creators, like groups. Like, I know, like, you heard of Rooster Teeth back in the day and stuff like that. Yeah. So they had, like, sub-factions, and I used to watch a group called Funhouse, or Inside Gamers. They used to be known a lot, and they used to do stuff with GTA modding. Now, it's just so free and out there. Like, the people, they don't really mind now, since RP took off, that you'll see a GTA mod video every week. Same for Red Dead 2 as well. Like, I remember watching Smitty a lot, and he helped break GTA Red Dead 2. It's the same kind of engine anyway. Once you know the code for one of them, like most of it's like Skyrim and Elder Scrolls. Like the Bethesda creative engine's been going since like Oblivion, and people still, that's the most modded game in history. You know, like because it's so easy to do with the code. Because
they're so open to it now as well, aren't they?
And you got to think about it. Like Skyrim's got such longevity out of that. Like, that game still to this day probably makes a lot of money on sales because people want to mod it and play it on PC. Like, I think modding, after a certain amount of time after release, I feel like modding's the way to, like, you got to open up your community to do that. I think it took them a few years, but Witcher have that. Like, the Witcher have official modding. Like, I think they did it for Cyberpunk recently as well. Once they finished the game, they were like, right, we're opening the doors now. You can openly mod. We're not going to fucking penalize you for it. It's going to be a part of the game. There's even like if you boot it up on PC, there's a separate version of the game on PC that you get with modding tools. You know, like CD Projekt are pretty good at that. Yeah, and Skyrim do it. Like I don't know if you've played Fallout or Skyrim recently. On consoles even, where they have the creation lab, and that you can just install verified mods through there on your console games, which is crazy. Modding became such a big, openly accepted thing that a lot of, I'd like to say more modders should, more game companies should, but like I feel like a few of them have now opened up the doors to welcome that, and that's always good. Like modding's always, it's going to keep the game alive, you know.
Yeah, 100%. Because it almost like makes a new game. Like, look at stuff like DayZ. Like DayZ was just a mod to start with.
DayZ was a mod for Arma 3 originally. Arma 3 was like a military simulation game. Still has a huge community as well. Arma 3. DayZ was a mod. I remember because I bought Arma to play DayZ. To mod it. Played it a little bit. DayZ's always been one of those games for me that's just too difficult.
100%.
I remember spawning in and everything was pitch black, and I had to ask online what the hell is going on with the server I joined, and everyone went, "Oh no, it's just time. Like it's nighttime. It's pitch black. There's no electricity. It's dark." And I was like, "Oh." Yeah. So I had to join other servers because I'd always play it at night. I'd have to join servers in a different region to play one that was in the daytime. So I thought that was pretty cool, but it's so realistic and simulated that, yeah. And then they made PUBG. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds was a mod from either Arma or DayZ. It's the same engine. It was originally a mod for one of those games, and then they ended up making their own game with it. It is crazy. I remember the early days of PUBG. Yeah, and that's just.
I didn't know the PUBG came from it.
Yeah, it's the same engine, it's the same physics and animations, it's the same controls mostly, but obviously they then got so popular with the mod and made enough money with the mod that the PlayerUnknown went and made his own like team and I'd assume bought a license to use the Arma engine and stuff like that. Yeah, loads of stuff came out of Arma because it was so easily it was accessible to mod, I'd assume. And that started Battle Royale games. A lot of people keep thinking, I think, I don't like to be, this is an opinion, but I don't know if I'm factually correct, but I feel like PUBG was the first Battle Royale. If not, it was like H1Z1 or something, but I'm pretty sure H1Z1 came out after that. And then that's birthed like Call of Duty's Warzone and Fortnite and everything. Battle Royale's fascinating to me because of how it started. And I feel like I've played most of them.
Come out of nowhere.
Yeah, I feel like I played most of those in their early their early days as well. So, and now it's kind of like a lot of people are kind of bored of the whole Battle Royale thing, but still, it's a great genre that came out of something like Arma.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. But like that's come from like players. That's not come from creators.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not like a dev guy. That's just some dude who's come off the back of the game, and I think that's why mods are so important. Because like the role playing, modding the games makes it so much more immersive. And I think I need to get into like an RP game because I used to RP. I used to RP on Habbo.
Dude, don't get me started on Habbo.
And oh, what a go! Maybe that's my third place. Habbo.
Habbo's pretty good. It's still going.
Yeah, Habbo and Gary's mod. I used to RP on Gary's mod as well.
Just a source engine mod engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was so good. I used to play like the life servers, and I used to have like money machines, and I used to hide it from the police. But I used to do this when I was like 12, and oh god, I've never been paler. Just because I was sat on my laptop all night. I was printing money in the back of my Gary's mod shop.
I'm just trying to think of what games I got heavily addicted to back in the day, like that would keep me up all night. Because obviously,
Yeah.
when you're a teenager, you're either in college or you've dropped out, like some people, and you don't have a job and you're just playing video games. I remember one time I got very addicted to Lord of the Rings Online. That was scary, looking back at it. That was a good. I caught it early though. I think I was like 2 or 3 days in of being on it constantly, and I was like, I need to stop now. It's one of the reasons I've never touched World of Warcraft. I feel like I would get addicted to that, and I don't, because I've heard so many stories of people have died playing that game.
Because they just forget to eat.
They just forget to eat. They just don't, and they defecate at the desk and stuff like that. It's crazy. Yeah, like people in like internet cafes in like Asia and stuff died. Like people get really addicted to that shit. So I'm glad I've never touched it. I've been very close a couple of times and installed it, but I've never booted it. Never booted it. I was just like, oh, gotta hold off from that one. Yeah.
I don't think I could have I never had a PC that was good enough to play it, I think.
Dude, that was the first thing I did.
I would have been hooked.
I remember buying my first desktop PC, couple of £100. Me and my dad drove we went really far to go and get it because we had to pick it up from like Curry's or whatever. We came home first, and everyone was like, "Oh, you've got a PC. You can play all these. You can play this, and you can play that." And I was like, "What are you gonna? You could probably run Crisis without it melting. What are you gonna play?" And I was like, "Lord of the Rings Online, like 2006, like really old ass game."
Yeah.
Like,
come on, guys.
I still have that now. I've still got the same character. He's like level 50. He's like a free to play character. I went so hard on that, and I've only just left Rivendell. Like that game's huge because it follows the books. Like it's really good.
Yeah.
I go back to it now and then. MMOs have never been a huge thing for me. A lot of people are like, I think someone invited me recently, I can't remember who it was, to try Final Fantasy 14. And I was just kind of like, well, I've never been interested in JRPGs. I'm not good with JRPGs because I find them overly confusing. There's too many numbers and things floating around. And but like, I would never diss anyone who like loves JRPGs. I know a few people who literally just play stuff like Final Fantasy and that. But like, nah, it's just nothing. I wouldn't do World of Warcraft. I wouldn't do Final Fantasy. I've played Elder Scrolls Online a little bit. That's okay, but I get bored of it. And Star Wars Old Republic. That's probably the second.
Old Republic. I was going to mention Old Republic.
That's the second MMO that I would, because I bought that on release when it came out and played that quite a bit, and I enjoyed that. I like the fact that you can be like a full Sith Lord but be good, which is crazy because there's the morality system in that was really cool. And it's BioWare, so everything's voiced and there's multiple dialogue options in every conversation you have, which is really crazy. Me and Johnny played that quite religiously at one point together because we made 2 evil Sith that were like brothers in our heads.
Right. This is perfect. You're reeling me in with the brothers story.
Yeah. So you make your own story. Just start it at the same time. You'll be on the same planet, and you do the tutorial and stuff together. And we did that. And I was like a morally bad guy, and he was a morally good guy, But we were doing the same quest at the same time. And you can roll in dialogue options. So like if there was a good option and a bad option, I'd choose the bad option. He'd choose the good option, and it would roll a dice, and that option would play out, whichever one won. So as an example, there was something that stuck with me is that we had to go and track down this guy who had been a bit of a traitor, like a spy traitor to the like for the enemy. And you track him down, and you can either feel sorry for him and let him live because you don't want to kill him and just, leave this planet. I don't want to see you again. Or you could kill him. And I obviously rolled for the bad option. Johnny rolled for the good option. Yeah. Mine won. And my dude pulled out a mini lightsaber and scalped him. And we were like horrified. We were like, wow, that's so dark. We weren't expecting it. I thought we were just going to blaster him or whatever. Full on just kills the dude with a mini light. Just proper evil. And I don't think we touched it after that because we were just mortified by it.
That was scary.
Yeah, it's great. You weren't these unexpected things from dialogue options and choices, which are crazy good. I think BioWare have always been good at that. Like, not so much nowadays. Like Dragon Age and all that, but the old BioWare were amazing for RPGs, and the fact that they combined that with an MMO that was pretty successful was really good.
Yeah, with a back in like Star Wars as well. Like,
Absolutely.
it's just destined for greatness, I think.
Do you have any games
Do they not want to recreate one?
So there's the Knights of the Old Republic, which is the original RPGs made by BioWare and EA on like the Xbox original and the PS2. Well, no, I think it was only on the Xbox original because I would have played it if it was. I didn't play the originals. I own them on Steam. 1 and 2 absolutely goated, apparently, like for RPG levels, classics. And then they made the MMO called The Old Republic, I think. So that's different. It's not. It has the same kind of universe surrounding it, and I think the extra characters and stuff, but it's a different point in the timeline. What got announced at the Game Awards back in December is Fate of the Old Republic, which is a new spiritual successor or possible sequel to the originals on the Xbox, the Knights of the Republic. And it's headed by Casey Hudson, who's the original guy who made the originals. So people are super excited for that one. Because I think a few years back, there was an announcement by Sony of the Knights of the Old Republic remake, and people were losing their shit because, you know, people love that game. They had the trailer with Revan and all that. That, I still believe, is not even being made. I think they used that to gauge reactions to it. Sony had a lot of Star Wars stuff in development that just aren't even being made or got canned quietly, and people are still asking about them. There was another Star Wars game called Eclipse that was going to be made by Quantic Dream, the guys who made Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human. They were making a Star Wars game. I don't think that's even being in development. I think they were using that as we're just gauging like what the reaction from the crowd is. So this one with Casey Hudson, Fate of the Republic, is legit, and I think they are making it. But I also don't think it's not Sony. So I think it's just a general like, I don't know which studio is making it. I can't remember, but I think they do have the rights and the license to use it. So that's cool. Is there any games coming out that you're super excited for coming up soon? But bar GTA, obviously. I don't want every episode to be about GTA. Because it would be.
It will be. I think the only one that I've got on my mind currently is Fable.
Oh, dude, did you watch the thing from this week?
Yeah.
Last week? Thursday?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, which means I must be really interested.
I have no one to talk to about this, so I'm quite happy you brought it up. Because no one's...
Okay, good.
The only person I know is a friend of mine called James who's interested in it, and I kind of started a conversation, but then it turned to Forza real quick. So it's fine. Okay. I watched the developer direct, and they started with Forza, and Horizon 6 looks great. Japan's the perfect location for that. The Japanese car culture is just phenomenal for it. Even the gameplay they showed off looks great. I'm super down for that. And I even saw the fucking the Mitsubishi Lancer from fucking Fast and Furious is in the background in there. I saw it. I was like, the bastards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, look, there it is. You know, the Leonardo meme.
The colours and everything.
The livery and everything. All of it. Spot on.
Nice.
I was just like, I'm fucking getting that car, dude. Like, that's all I want to do. So Forza, I'm actually super excited for. Again, Game Pass, so we don't have to purchase it.
Was it just the Lancer, or did they have the Eclipse as well?
I didn't see it. I wasn't paying. I just saw that red fucking Lancer, and I was like, it's got their fucking numbers on it, and the black, it's there. It's in the background, and it's like there for like a second. And I clocked it, so I was happy. But even just overall, I'm excited for. I've installed 5. I've started playing Horizon 5 again, just because I'm super excited for it. It's a good simulation racing game with a bit of arcade thrown in there. It's not quite, considering I won't get another Need for Speed for a while, it's going to scratch that itch. But yeah, Fable. They moved on. They talked about, was it Fable and then the pot kiln game, or was it kiln first? I think it was Fable. No, they ended with Fable. Yeah, they ended with Fable.
Fable was a big one.
They showed the Beast of Reincarnation, was it? By Game Freak?
I only watched the Fable stuff.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I'll summarize it real quick. Basically, the guys who make Pokemon are making a new IP, their own game for once, that's not headed by Nintendo, which means they can show off and flex what they can actually do when it's not Pokemon. And they're making this, like, post-apocalyptic game where, like, it's like a supernatural, flowery, like, Mother Nature element has like infected animals and stuff, and they're attacking you, and you're like a samurai with a wolf. It's fucking cool. Have a look. It's really good. The graphics engine looks really cool. I think it comes out in like April. It's super close.
Soon. Okay.
And that's going to be on Game Pass as well. It looks really good, and I'm really happy for Game Freak because they've just been Pokemon. Like it's all Nintendo got them to do, to the point where like ZA came out, and I feel like it didn't get the best reactions because they just haven't put money into it. It's Nintendo's fault.
No. That's it. Yeah.
So that looks really good. Then the developer directs always have 4 games, and the fourth game that isn't on any of the promotion is usually a hidden game. They did it with Ninja Gaiden, I think, or something last year. This year, they did it with Double Fine. So, like, Double Fine are the guys who made Stacking, Psychonauts, just general... do you remember Brutal Legend with Jack Black? Yeah, they make weird-ass games, and they're just phenomenal. Every single game they've ever put out has been really good. And they just popped up, and it's Double Fine. It's Tim Schafer, the guy who looks like Jack Black, but he's a head creator. He's a funny dude. He's great. He looks really well. He's looking well, which is good to see. They made a game where you use like a clay molding, the spinning thing, pottery.
Yeah.
And you make your own pot, and then you use a little creature that brings it to life, and then you're in a 4v4 arena type fighting thing where you have to put out their kiln with water. So your pot has to be able to pick up water and then put their kiln out. And everyone in the fucking chat was like, this is boring, this sucks, where's Fable? I was like, no, let them, this isn't a smaller studio that always have great ideas. And every game they've put out has been somewhat like incredible in a way. And even I was just like, okay, yeah, it's a multiplayer game. They don't really do multiplayer games, but they do stuff that's just out of the box that you wouldn't have thought of. And it looks like they've put a lot of technology into it and passion into it, because having to mold your own fucking player is kind of crazy. Like
that'll be someone's niche. Yeah, that'll be right up someone's street.
That's cool. And then they went back to Playground Games and did Fable. And Fable, like that's obviously the one that Xbox has been. They've been talking about it and kind of showing little bits of it, but not actually showing the fucking game. And then they kept saying 2026, 2026, 2026. E3 comes around, fucking nothing. The Game Awards comes around, nothing. And it's like, are they really releasing this next year? Like, GTA again? I feel like everyone was scared of GTA. Now it's moved to the arse end of the year. Everyone's going to throw stuff out early. Fable. That game, it's a reboot, reimagination. It's not a sequel, but... it's got a lot of the original devs on it. And my God, that is a technological... they're trying with that. Like
it's so smart what they've done with it.
Seamless open world with like barely any loading screens. Cool. You'd expect that nowadays, but still a lot of games have loading screens. The graphics look really good. Apparently they've changed morality. We'll get into that in a minute. But the NPCs in the world, you can buy every fucking house. You can buy every business.
Every house. You can talk to every
and you can
person.
marry every NPC. And every single NPC is handcrafted and has a life, a story, and a personality. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's huge.
They have a pastime.
Yeah, you can follow them for the whole day, and they've just got their own thing that they do. And they react to you depending on what you've done to them. Like, that's crazy tech.
Baffling. You can make them homeless.
Yes, you can. You can kick them out. Yeah. You can lodge them.
You can evict them if you own the house.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Or you can hire them as to work in your... mental.
Mind-blowing.
Like, in the original Fable, that was a big thing. You could get married and have kids and stuff, get a dog. Like, cool. But everyone.
Every person. That's it. That's it for me. And, like, even, like, the small things that I was watching in the combat, like, he was shooting someone... and they were deflecting it, but then he shot him in the knee.
Yeah, they went down. I noticed that too. They've got actual hit detection.
Yeah?
Yeah, and they react to where they're being shot. That's cool.
Where they've been shot. I was like, this is incredible.
The only other game that kind of does that is Red Dead.
Yeah. That's it. So, like, Fable are coming in swinging. And the graphics are beautiful.
I know people who love the original
Fable
games.
don't mess about. Fable games are good.
For those who were thinking, is it going to actually be like Fable? It looks fucking cool, and they've captivated on what made Fable even more.
Yes, exactly. They haven't gone with the mainstream. they've gone into what Fable is as a game and just technologically advanced that. And God, that's going to be a good game.
Still no release date. When did they
yeah,
say?
they've got
They said
like
autumn
fall or something.
They said
yeah,
autumn.
something like that. Yeah.
So that's technically from September-ish. So that's competing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's gonna be a rough watch for anyone going up against GTA, but they're gonna have to do it. Games are gonna have to do it whether they like it or not. So
the one game I felt really bad for when GTA got moved from May to November, I felt really bad for Wolverine. It's gonna be the same within a month, and there's nothing they can do.
Which one's first?
I'd assume it would be GTA. I don't know. There's no release date for Wolverine, so if anything, they could push it back. But Insomniac haven't. I don't think they've delayed. Like Spider-Man's never been delayed, has it? So
no. Okay.
And it looks good.
Wolverine looks
we've
good.
had one trailer and it looks great. They've got fucking like
Wolverine's
the regeneration. They've got the gore and stuff. They've got fucking like Omega Red and stuff in there. Like the fucking villains are gonna be sick. Mystique shows up in some point. They've got some good X-Men characters in there. Like going from Spider-Man to like a grounded, like he can't exactly swing around the city, but I'm excited for Wolverine, but I'm less excited now because I know GTA is going to take up most of my time.
GTA is going to be out and it's going to be everyone's life.
It's going to shut down. Everyone thinks I'm silly when I say that it's going to dramatically affect the world for at least a week. People are going to call in sick to work and stuff. What you're saying. So I'll explain it for people listening. I believe that GTA is going to dramatically affect the functioning of the world for at least a few days. Maybe not a week, but at least a few days. The amount of people who are going to be calling in sick to work, the amount of even planned holidays. Like I know as soon as I get my holiday allocation for 2026, I'm putting a week in for that, like instantly. I'm not letting someone snipe that from me. I know I'm going to be busy that week. It's going to just affect a lot of stuff. People don't realize it did it. It already did this with GTA 5. Just people forgot because it was 14 years ago. It affected. I was at the midnight launch in the freezing cold on a September night. I dragged my mum out for a midnight launch to take me to go and get this fucking game. And no one else was doing anything but GTA that week. Even GTA 4, I faked illness for school. All my friends knew. Teacher, where's Kingsley? Oh, he's ill. No, he's not. He's playing GTA. Everyone knows what I was doing. I got my grandma in to buy that game. I wasn't old enough. She didn't know what she was buying. I was like, "Can you buy this game for me?" Yeah. Oh, this game's an 18. Are you sure your grandson wants? Yep, it's fine.
Yeah. Don't you worry about that.
No.
It's just it's just fake. I know. I won't run around in real life. It's not going to make my head crazy.
So before this becomes a podcast about GTA, I want to talk about Marvel for a bit. Because I know that whenever I speak to someone about movies or TV, I'm going to end up swinging the conversation to Marvel somehow. So I was just going to include it from the get-go that this is going to be a slightly Marvel podcast.
Yeah. Understand.
Where are you at in terms of your excitedness level for Doomsday? Doomsday's coming out, for those who don't know, midway December at the end of the year. They've just started promoting it at the start of the year. Where are you at? Because everyone now, like back in the day, Infinity War era, Endgame, everyone was up to date. Everyone had watched it. Since then, a lot of people have dropped. A lot of people have fallen off. A lot of people haven't caught up. Some people just watch the films. Some people just watch the TV shows. Some people watch all of it, like myself. Some people have just watched ones that appeal to them. This is a culmination of a hell of a lot of projects. TV shows and movies are going to be included. Not everyone. I already know that not every character and every plot point is going to be explained or come to some form of head. It's not because they only had films originally to do this, to culminate everything at the end of Infinity War and then cap it off at Endgame. It was an Avengers story with everyone else thrown in. They're not going to do that with this one. They might do it in Secret Wars. Who knows? But what is your excitement level right now for Doomsday?
So, at this very moment, if we're saying, 1 is not excited at all, 10's like, I'm buzzing, I think I'm probably around a 6.
Okay.
But I think that's increased within like the last 7 days. I think there's something in me that started getting excited, and I haven't been excited for it in a long time. And there's just something. I think I'm just dipping my toe in different areas of the MCU. And I'm going, you know what? It is a good place, this. There is a lot of story. There is a lot of lore. And I'm seeing these little trailers dotted around, and it's getting me excited. I'm getting a bit of a buzz going on. And I think I need to catch up with everything. Because
maybe not everything. Yeah, they brought those little teasers out recently, the 4 little trailers. They started off with the Captain America coming back and announcing that, Captain America will return. Which, I was hoping it wouldn't be Captain America. I was hoping it would still be Chris Evans. But we have Captain Hydra and things we could explore. We could have an evil version of Cap. That would have been cool. But either or, he's going to have to rally up or maybe come in clutch at the end for something, or even just go head-to-head with a variant, because we know that Doctor Doom's been played by Robert Downey. So that's going to affect all the OG characters. Like, oh my God, Tony, when they see him. I'm excited for that the most out of Doomsday. I'm excited for the reactions of people to see who it is under that mask, especially Spider-Man. I want to see Tom Holland just break the fuck, not understand why Tony Stark is kicking his ass. It's like, because it's not Tony Stark. I think that's going to be really good. Then your second trailer was Thor, and Thor is praying. You're in the shit when a god is praying to the god. Like, All Father, give me strength. Odin's already, that's crazy. Thor's on his knees, wondering, and then you've got the X-Men coming back, the original Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen coming back, and Marsden, I can't remember who it is, the Cyclops.
It's James Marsden.
Yeah, he's coming back, which is crazy cool. I'm excited to see who else shows up out of them lot. That's awesome. I think that one's the most hype for me, because it's 26 years on, crazy.
The X-Men.
Yeah, so having them come back is exciting. And then the fourth trailer, they're not even trailers. The Russos have said that the little snippets, the stories, there's hidden messages in there. The Wakandans meeting Ben Grimm thing. That's kind of crazy, having those two meet. I said to you when the trailer dropped that I feel like that's how the Fantastic Four are getting introduced. They're going to crash land near Wakanda, and they're going to be the first people who contact. So that's cool. M'Baku was there. Namor was there. So which is crazy, because isn't Namor one of your favorite characters? Yet you haven't seen the film.
Is that
just because of Marvel Rivals?
Marvel Rivals characters. Yeah. He's one of my favourite Marvel rivals. I wouldn't say he's one of my favourite characters. Although
he's cool.
I do like him because he interacts a lot with the Fantastic Four. So
in many intimate ways. Keep Sue Storm away from that man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The man who could. Namor.
Avengers Doomsday. I still feel personally it's very early that they're promoting it, but the whole countdown clock thing is cool. It keeps that hype kind of just in the background, even if you're not thinking about it. It's there. I'm excited for that. People have gone crazy, theorist tinfoil hat on this.
I'm not bothered about all the theories, but it is exciting that people are making theories.
Exactly.
It's like it is bringing the hype back in.
The Russos have always been cryptic and stuff with that, and there's always hidden stuff every time they do something. But we got Spider-Man before that, and we've got nothing yet. I'm thinking there's a big rumor going around that there's going to be a Doctor Doom, like a 5th small snippet trailer with Doctor Doom centered for the Super Bowl on Sunday, because there's always something Marvel or Disney at the Super Bowl. That's when they fucking started heavily promoting Endgame, if you remember. 30-second ad for fucking Endgame, and it was crazy good. I remember stopping work for that one. I was just like, no, I'm going to the break room. I'm watching this on my phone. So
nice.
they might do something hopefully for Doomsday, sure, but I want to see I want a trailer for Spider-Man. That's out in like June, July. Like, you know, we've got
I didn't realize it was that soon.
Yeah, we have 2 Marvel movies this year. We've got Spider-Man and we've got Doomsday. So, like, obviously Doomsday's a big one, so I get why there isn't 3 this year, because they like to try and do 3 a year.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, like, where's my Spider-Man trailer? Like, this is the 4th one. It's apparently, like, a fresh reboot for him, like character-wise, with him having the full reset of no one knowing who he is and stuff, and even being kind of away from like MJ and stuff now. I'm excited for that. Apparently it's got like a fresh new take on it. All the stuff that they were shooting from behind the scenes that people have seen looks fucking cool. They're doing a lot more practicality stuff. They're bringing back practical swinging and stuff. Yeah, all of it. Plus, you know, Tom Holland's his own stuntman. It's crazy. Like,
yeah, it'll all be good. And there's so many good characters within the Spider-Man universe as well.
Well, we've got confirmed Punisher and Mark Ruffalo, so we don't know if the Hulk's showing up. I've been listening to other people's podcasts. People don't want the Hulk as the villain. Having another Avenger type go up against the Hulk again. Like, we've had like 4 different Hulk fights, and he gets his ass kicked every time. You know, like, it sucks.
And he shouldn't get his ass
He shouldn't. He
well.
should be wrecking people completely and easily.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, obviously, the last time we've seen the Hulk, he was Smart Hulk and not really fighty. It was more Banner. So, I don't know. I would like to see where the Hulk's at. Like, the last time we saw him was She-Hulk, and he was still just Smart Hulk. So,
he had his son, though, didn't he, as well?
Oh, we're not talking about Scar. Skahar? I think that was just thrown in for people to be like, oh my god, like the comic nerds, you know? Like, there's a lot of stuff that's been thrown in that I don't think they're going to follow through on. Hercules at the end of Thor: Love and Thunder, don't think they're going to touch that again. Because it's a reaction. It's, again, the gauge reactions of people, you know? You know, the one thing I do hope they retcon is the ending for Secret Invasion. that went downhill very quickly, that show. Having Emilia Clarke as like just this unstoppable, I have multiple powers from multiple Avengers is dumb. So I hope that kind of gets written out. That's the one thing I would change. But yeah, no, they're not going to answer everything. A lot of people are like, oh my god, when are they going to talk about this stuff, and when are they going to talk about it? Just be patient. I'm sure they will. If not, it gets rebooted like after Secret Wars anyway. They're resetting the whole thing, aren't they? So they're doing. I think that's why they're introducing the X-Men now. Like, in the MCU, we're getting the reset. Whether they'll recast the Avengers, who knows? We might get alternate versions of it. It's fine. It's been going on since 2008 now. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
I like a fresh idea, you know? It's nice to see the OGs rock up. I'm sure I'll be excited when Chris Evans shows up in Doomsday, you know? Like, that's fine with me. But, yeah, we could have done a film without him. But I don't think they will. He brings money, you know? He's big star. You got to get them names up there. That's why the first thing they ever announced for Doomsday was half the cast list. That's just exciting in itself, you know what I mean? Like, oh my god, look at
it. It is exciting, like, seeing all those chairs.
They know what they're doing. It's Disney, man. The big mouse knows his shit. You know, it's crazy.
The big mouse?
Yeah, the big mouse, man. What about other films, not Marvel, that you're excited for? Is there anything you've seen that you're super excited for this year that you can't wait to come out?
I don't really think so. I kind of go on movies, like when they get to the cinema. I don't really watch too many trailers. We're watching a movie soon.
We're watching Iron Lung on Friday. Yeah, Iron Lung, made by Markiplier. I don't know a lot because I haven't watched him play the game. That's what started it. It's an indie game made by like 1 or 2 people, I think. I know the very, very loose premise of the movie. And I know that he's done all of it practically, which is cool. It's going to be like mostly one set. He's in a submarine, basically, a submarine type ship vessel thing from space. The premise of the movie is a convict that is sent, it's like thousands of years in the future, colonizing other planets, same, you know, that kind of shit. But they are scouring different planets and stars for vital resources, because obviously, you know, we fuck up the Earth. And they scanned this weird anomalous one, which is just a planet that is an ocean of blood. And they send a guy down in an untested submarine. He's a convict, and he has to go and scan it and go down and see what's there. That's literally the premise. It's a horror movie, and there's going to be a shit ton of blood in it, and it's like a psychological thing. It looks cool. Just imagine like a horror story of like Ocean Gate.
This sounds you've intrigued me with it.
Yeah,
because I've purposely not looked at it. But
I purposely tried, but I remember I had actually watched the trailer, so I went back and watched just one of the trailers. He doesn't show anything, and then I went and watched the opening for the Let's Play he did back in the day, just for the text at the start and to see what the game looked like. I haven't watched him play it, so I'm going in pretty blind as well. You pretty much know as much as I do. I'm excited for it. I want to see what he's doing. Cool. I'm happy that you're going with me. It was hard enough. One showing a day, 4 days. That's it. Like this is as indie as you can get. It's almost as bad as a fucking anime release for a film, like, which are getting better. But I remember the days when like Sword Art Online had a film coming out, and there was 2 days you could go and see it, and you'd have to cancel all your plans to just go see it. So, it's going to be cool. I'm excited for that. But if saying there's no films coming up that you're excited for, it's a little difficult. I don't think so. I'll tell you one. No, go ahead.
Go on. Oh, well, there's one that's really silly. It's another horror, but I genuinely do want to see it. It does look like quite a scary film.
Primate.
But it is also pathetic. It's called Primate.
Yeah. I saw the trailer for it.
Have you seen the trailer?
I saw the trailer.
Have you seen how many times they say the monkey's name?
No.
They say the monkey's name so many times. And I didn't clock it the first time I watched the trailer. The monkey's called Ben, right?
Yeah, it is.
And they're like, throughout the entire trailer, they're like, oh my God, Ben is so good. Ben cannot swim. Ben can't do this. And I'm like, why do you need to say this monkey's name so many times?
Maybe that's...
But it genuinely does look scary.
That's the part of the film, like, saying his name triggers him.
Yeah, well, something's wrong with him. But, like, there's something so creepy about an evil monkey.
Dude, they did that in Nope. You know the Jordan Peele movie with the there was the whole thing with the monkey. That was scary, dude. If they are scary fucking things, man, if they're unchecked and loose, if you think. But this is a family that's brought him up and been with him for years, and then he's just suddenly not right. You know, that is scary.
So, there's something about it that's just not very nice. But I didn't really take it on. And then when I actually watched the trailer, I'm like, this is actually a good film, I think. Like, this is like a bit of a thriller for me. So I think I'm going to have to watch it in the cinema.
Yeah, fair.
I think it's going to have to be done. I'm going to have to watch Ben the Primate murder some people.
Do you know what you're going to have to do after the film comes out?
He goes to reach people like this.
Yeah.
And the woman's like, oh, Ben is finally in love with me again. And then he just breaks their arm. Yeah, it's like, terrifying. Oh!
The shock factor of that film is going to be crazy.
Yeah. Disgusting.
What you should do with that movie is, because your co-host and your partner in crime is Ben, you're going to need to make a soundboard just to freak him out. If they're saying Ben does this and Ben does that and Ben's doing this and Ben's in love with it, dude, a soundboard would go hard with him. You could mess with him.
Oh, that'd be good in the night. Like, just play it at like Ben, 2 in the morning.
What? Fuck. Like, get it, hide a Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I've got one somewhere.
That's amazing. I'll tell you a film that I'm actually... it's not being advertised as much as I thought it would be. Michael. The Michael Jackson biopic. Yes. I'm super hyped for that movie, and no one else seems to give a shit.
I completely forgot about that film.
It's out in like March, April. It's not far off at all. It's coming really soon. I like a good biopic, but it's the same company that did Bohemian. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm down. Like, already, you don't even need to tell me that the person playing a young Michael Jackson is his fucking nephew. Dude looks just like him. Yeah. It's crazy. I'm really excited for that movie. A lot of people just like, oh yeah, he was the king of the pop in 80s, 90s, all
It's
that.
a good story for
he's
Michael
a good,
as well.
really good music though. When do you ever turn Michael Jackson off? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure, there's all that shit about the stuff, the dodgy personal. Like, I ain't gonna fuck. I'm excited.
Yeah.
He was still a fucking king of the fucking music world for a long time. Like, even like when we went to go and see the Elvis movie, I enjoyed that. I own that movie. I like that insight into this singer's life and how it started and how it came about. And obviously they went through the whole, it was all through Colonel Tom, someone else's eyes, through the manager. But still, you got to see a different, like how Elvis might have actually been. They did it with Freddie, and Remy's version of Freddie was fucking spot on. And how he went through all that, and just that, and even Rocket Man, I love that movie. Taron Egerton as Reginald Dwight, fucking phenomenal. The music was so good. He covered the music in that. Yeah, Remy got an Oscar for playing Eddie, but he mimed it. He didn't sing it. Taron fucking sang the shit. Like absolutely. So a good biopic about Michael, fucking let's go.
I forgot about that film.
A lot of people
I'm gonna put that on one of my lists as well.
Absolutely, I'm excited for that movie. We'll go watch it.
We'll watch it.
Let's do that.
Me and you,
That'd
we'll
be cool.
It. I'll do that.
Anything else? No,
I haven't got. I don't really keep up with like cinema. I think
coming
I fell off of it, but maybe I'm gonna have to start now.
TV shows
starting back up.
Let's do TV shows. You watching Fallout?
TV shows. Yes, I'm up to date.
I'm not watching Fallout. I have not watched it. I haven't finished the first season.
Brilliant.
Which is crazy for me. No, you can. It's fine. You can, obviously, without spoilers.
No, I'm not going to.
But you can tell me if you're enjoying it and how good it's been.
It's been really good. The first season was, I think, it was such a good grasp of the Fallout world. Like they did it so much justice.
I got about halfway through season 1, so I'm with you on that. Yeah, the world, they nailed it.
They even did it.
Even the first episode in the vault nailed that absolutely, and it's just wild as well. Like the fantasy of it, and just things going batshit crazy. Absolutely.
The it's
funny
such
humor
good taste, but unlike the second season is for the gamers. I'm telling you. It's New Vegas. It's got the Brotherhood in it. It's such a good show. And Ella Pennell is such a good actress. Like, she plays it so well. The vault dweller of just being, here I am trying to save the world.
Everything's good.
And it's like, you're the pinnacle of someone who has just been trapped under the ground for so long.
Oblivious.
You don't know what the wasteland is like.
Yeah.
And what I will say, Deathclaws.
Oh, they put Deathclaws in the season.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, no, they're like the fucking. If the mascot wasn't the Brotherhood of Steel power armor guy on the front or the Vault Boy, it would be the Deathclaw. Yeah.
100%. Something I have started rewatching because I didn't watch it properly before was Arrested Development.
Okay, I've not. That's the one I haven't. What?
No,
I watched Parks and Rec. I haven't watched Arrested Development. That was kind of the same kind of thing, right?
Yes.
So no, I watched
Parks and Rec as well.
Yeah.
So and I was quite a fan of Parks and Rec.
What's Arrested Development?
It follows Jason Bateman. He plays a character.
That's why I didn't watch it.
Oh, really?
I can't stand that man. He's my number one guy. I don't like him films and TV.
What?
The only thing I've accepted him in is Nick Wilde the Fox in Zootropolis. Because it's him.
Oh my god. Why don't you like him?
I find him just really arrogant, full of himself, like he's the shit, when I don't think he is at all. I just don't like it. But he's also the same in everything. He plays the same guy. I'm just this cocky asshole who thinks he's the best.
Yeah.
He was in like a very small scene in Central Intelligence, The Rock and Kevin Hart comedy.
Okay.
I love that movie, but he just brings it down just a little notch because he's in it for like 5 minutes being a dick. So yeah,
What?
that'll be why I haven't watched Arrested Development. I can't remember which one it is, but yeah,
Right.
no, I know which one you're on
It's
about.
so slapstick. Well, that's why I haven't watched it. But it's like really simple things. Like he has a son who's played by Michael Cera.
Okay, well,
Um,
okay, you're bringing me a little bit in. I do love
yeah,
the boy.
and so he plays Michael Cera is called George Michael, and they don't address that he sounds like the musician at all.
Okay,
They
that's
call him.
good.
They don't call him George. They call him George Michael every time, and it's little stuff like that that really tickles me.
Okay.
Well, it's just a guy. It's a guy who goes to take over his dad's business, and his dad gets arrested for money laundering, and he doesn't get named chairman. His mum gets named chairman, and his mum's just a shopping spree woman from Beverly Hills. So she has control of his life while he still runs the business, but he doesn't get to own the business. It's really silly. They also own a banana stand. And his dad always told him there's money in the banana stand.
So he's just
So
stuck with it.
so he's stuck with it. So as a rebellious act, he burns it down. He burns the banana
Okay.
stand down, and he goes to tell his dad, and his dad goes, "There's £150,000 in that banana stand," and he's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Lined in the walls.
Oh shit!
I've
Right,
told
yeah.
you that there's money in the banana stand."
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
And it's just really silly little things like
Maybe
and
it'll
me and
turn
my
my
son
mind on
George
him.
Michael.
Maybe it might.
Yeah,
It might have
he
a
does play the same character there,
Mm.
but it's not very. It's just such a stupid cast of people. Like there's him. He has a younger brother who acts like he's 13. He has an older brother who wants to be a magician. So whenever he's in a scene, he just goes, "Pick a card," and it's like there's just no need. There's no need. I feel like every character is
Has
like
some
Chris Pratt's character in Parks and Rec.
All right. Okay. All right.
But it is. Maybe I'll force you to watch an episode and see if you like it.
I'll fuck it. I'll try it. I'll try anything.
And Michael Cera's in it, so
Yeah, no, I'm not.
and he's really young
I
as
love
well.
Michael
He's
Cera
so
so
young.
much. I love that man.
He keeps like I've been watching it, and every episode he's just trying to kiss his cousin.
It's just Michael Cera.
That's like
It's just Michael Cera.
that's his whole plot line. Every episode, he's just trying to kiss his
Do you
cousin.
remember when he was in what was it? What's it called? The one with all of the like Seth Rogen and Bashmel and Craig Robinson.
This is the end.
This is the end. James Franco. Yes, I swear he didn't have a script for that fucking movie.
Yeah,
He's just there, coked out, doing random shit in this house, and they just keep cutting to him, and he's just doing something mad. And he ends up he tries fucking making out Rihanna, and she slaps the shit out of him. Like it's so good, that movie. That movie is just like, even if you don't really like one or two of the people in it, like Danny McBride will come along and just save the fucking film. You know what I mean? Like Emma Watson's there, and
they had like
so good.
Emma Watson. Yeah, they had like so many.
But everyone's
weird
playing
people.
themselves, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, like
they're just playing.
Fuck you, Jonah Hill. I'd never liked you. Like it's just like it's batshit. That film was so good. Like people forget that exists.
That's what it is.
Let's make Pineapple Express 2, and they're just
walls.
fucking trying to make some budget movie. It's so dumb. I love it. You've got to love a comedy like that now and then. It's just dumb. Like
Yeah. That's what I mean. Stupid show. There's nothing else to
stupid comedy,
it.
stupid TV show. Like when me and Ben went to go and see last year, fucking Naked Gun with Liam Neeson. Fucking nailed it. That film is batshit. It doesn't make any sense. It's so funny. We didn't stop laughing the entire movie, and it made me realize, dude, we need more of these films back, because it doesn't have to make sense. It can just be turn your brain off, have a laugh. I thought it was really good. We need those films. I miss TV shows like that. I'm missing good shitty sitcoms. Like I have this thing where I'm like, I found out why I wasn't watching the proper big TV shows, like The Fallout. I fell out of Last of Us, fell off of Rings of Power, and I got like halfway through all of them and just fell off because I didn't have a 20-minute sitcom TV show just to, I don't want to watch a full 45-minute to an hour episode. I want to watch something short.
Yeah.
That's so
100%.
I found it in Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Never
Incredible.
watched it.
Such a good choice.
Never watched it because I never liked the people in it. Like, not the actors. The actors are great, but like the characters. And I watched a guy explain each character on YouTube, like kind of, and it made me understand the characters a bit more and why they're doing the shit they're doing, and it's made me enjoy it a little bit. So I've started watching a bit of that now and then obviously I've been like, okay, now I've got that. Instead of watching The Big Bang Theory for the 50th time, or Friends for the 1 millionth time, or The Office.
The Office.
Dwight and Michael Scott are in Fortnite this week.
I know. What's that about?
That show came out like 25 years ago. And it is actually you who got me to watch The Office originally.
Yeah, The Office is very,
and I love
very
that
good.
show. That show's great. These little sitcoms, I just feel like there aren't any of those nowadays. Everything's like a big Netflix special or something. There's no like little...
Yeah, everything's like an hour long as well. And I just can't be bothered.
Where are the 20-minute sitcoms that are just funny? Like, that aren't always going to make sense. How I Met Your Mother. Oh, such a good one. Not the end, obviously. The ending sucks and everyone knows. But all the characters leading up, like Neil Patrick Harris, Jason Segel, all that. Everyone was so good in that show. Just brilliant. I miss stuff like that. I really do. I need things like that.
What's he called? What's Thingy called? What's Ted called?
Ted Mosby.
No.
I don't know his actor's name.
Called?
I don't know the actor name.
Josh. Rago? Josh?
I can look it.
Rago?
I can look it up.
Yeah, go on. Josh. It's definitely Josh something. He's such a cool little guy.
Josh Radnor. What a name.
Radnor, that's it. Josh Radnor. He's a cool dude.
He's a cool guy. Unlikable character. Awful. Not a nice guy. Ted's not a good guy.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
But yeah, good show. Good show.
Casting is a big important thing. So I wanted to talk to you about this game idea I had before we wrap it up. Because I know we're over, I said an hour, but who knows how long my podcast is going to be. This is figuring things out, isn't it? So instead of like a Marvel thing, I found, do you know fantasy football?
I do.
People like, private groups of your mates will make their own fake team and then draft real people into it. And then depending on how they do in the season, you get points. Someone has made a game online. I will try and find out what it is called. Bear with me, because I've forgotten the name of it. I haven't looked into it hugely. I just saw it, signed up, and went, I'll talk to Euan about that. Fantasy box office game.
Right.
The way it works, and right now is the perfect time to do it because we're in January, we've just started 2026, is you will make your own movie studio. You'll name your own movie studio, and then you will pick a couple of films that are slated to come out in 2026, and then depending on how well they gross at the box office is how many points you get.
Okay.
And I like that idea. We could get a bunch of people involved. Yeah. And we can make our own little studio name, and like Euan Productions or whatever. Kase fucking tried movies and pick films, and obviously you can only pick the one film before. So I want to possibly veto Avengers. No one picks that. It's obviously going to do a shit ton.
Numbers.
Just to see like what wild takes people have. Like, I feel like this movie's a wild choice and it's going to make a lot of money, stuff like, like that. Like Primate, for example, that could be a fucking hit as a horror film. People don't realize, you can have these sleepers that just come out of nowhere. Like Zootropolis 2, one of the highest grossing movies of last year. I wouldn't have thought of that when it was coming out. It's a good fucking movie, but again, you got to think about other parameters of things like it's Disney, it's Pixar, it's animated, it's for kids. How long it's been in the fucking cinema? I'm pretty sure it's still on now, and it came out in fucking November. Like, you know what I mean? Like Avatar's just finished its run, and that's made the most money.
That came out
crazy, But then you've got little ones like if I bring up a list here of like highest grossing films of 2025, Nizar 2, which was a Chinese novel animated film, is like the third highest film of 2025, and you've never heard of it. Nizar 2.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I'm interested in this game.
1.9 billion, bro. It is the
1.9
highest
billion.
animated film of 2025.
Jesus Christ.
Right? Crazy. Zootropolis 2. Superman did really fucking well. That was 10th. F1? Who would have thought? Probably because it's Brad Pitt, but still. Yeah. Who would have thought? It's a racing movie.
Yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon? Fair enough. Beloved. Yeah. Demon Slayer. This is an anime. An anime movie. 7th. 715 million.
Okay.
You see what I mean? This game could be fucking cool.
Yeah, this could be.
Jurassic World Rebirth. Okay. Personally, my worst film of last year, but makes sense. It's Jurassic. People love dinosaurs. Minecraft movie that hit nearly almost 1 billion.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And I will defend that because that movie was really good and I very, very enjoyed it. Lilo and Stitch, that made 1 billion.
I was expecting Lilo and Stitch.
Zootopia 2, 1.4 billion.
Incredible.
Nizar 2, 2.15 billion. That's the highest grossing movie of last year. Avatar didn't even hit that. Avatar was 6th. It's probably higher now. This was the 29th of December, apparently. But, you know, see what I mean? Okay. These just wild things that just come out of nowhere. An anime movie, Demon Slayer, I wouldn't have expected that. I wasn't even aware that had come out. I knew they were doing something, but I didn't, I don't watch. I've seen a bit of that anime. Crazy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah. Fantasy Wicked. Yeah. I'd like to try that. That'd be funny. I think it'd be cool. Because you never know. Get these sleeper hits come out of nowhere. But. So, cool. As we wrap up then, where can people find you? Where can they watch you? And where can they see more of you?
If you want the podcast, you can watch it. It's a video podcast, so you can watch it on Spotify or YouTube. Porridge in the afternoon. It's on my arm. You can't see it. Yeah, that's commitment right there. So the least you can do is, spend a little time on a channel.
What kind of podcast is it? What do you discuss?
Anything relevant, I'm gonna say. And reluctantly, it's a lot of fitness stuff, but that's mostly because we're not in shape. I think as soon as we get into shape, maybe we'll talk less about it because it'll be the normal.
Right, okay.
But a lot of our day-to-day life is trying to better ourselves. But sure. I do try and throw creativity in there. And we talk more about that. We talk a little bit about Marvel as well. We can get a bit of games in there every now and then. Benjamin wants to talk more about games. He keeps wanting a segment.
Ben is the only guy who I would back plays video games as much as me. So
yeah,
he's the guy.
Yeah, 100%.
He's the other game guy. He's the guy you want to speak to about video games.
He's the other dude.
The other guy.
Yeah, well, that's about it really. I'm gonna post more design stuff eventually on Instagram. At just Howi, it's just me.
Proud designer of the logo Benjamin. Of this podcast.
Yeah. Yes, crazy. That's true.
And my channel.
And your channel. Oh yeah, because I haven't done. See, I was thinking of the channel one. Right? Yeah, of course. I'll have done the podcast one.
Guys, get yourself a logo designer if you need. Make friends.
Yeah, if I weren't doing it before, I'm doing it now.
Wait until my website goes live.
Yeah, you can shove that one. Thank you for letting me be the first person.
Absolutely, I wouldn't have anyone else. I think you bring that confidence and just that general chat. Like it's not a weird. Now you've ruined it now.
But
delete this is. I don't know how long these are going to be. Typically, probably an hour and a half now, maybe if that. And we're gonna go 2 weeks to start off with. If we get a bit of traction, I can get enough guests. Then maybe weekly, but we'll see how that goes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna try and hit Spotify and at least YouTube. That's where I think I want to put it, and maybe even roll it as a previously recorded stream sometime on Twitch. Maybe that would be cool. But yeah, but no, thanks for coming. Eventually, I'll have a segment where we read comments, but we don't have any.
I like it.
So
I like it. Yeah. No one knows this exists.
No one knows this exists. Literally nobody. Me, you, and a handful of friends. My girlfriend that I mentioned it to. That's it. No one knows when we were doing it. No one knows when we're recording it. No one knows if I was even going to actually go through with it. But here I am. I feel like I've tried to make an effort. My dumb camera placement and all this. Who knows? Things may change. Things will most likely change, and we'll get comfortable. And hopefully, this will keep this going. So I'm quite excited.
Yeah, this will be the long term.
And it was fun.
You're in it for the long haul.
Yeah. Back YouTube again, baby. That's where we're at, dude. Loads of things in the works. It's cool. Thank you very much. And we'll see you in the next one.
Cool.
I don't know how to end these things. So.